Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rise and shine. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood today. We are here. We're showing up. We're live and direct, and we're showing up. I really do love my phone stand, which is also a selfie stick. This was a really good buy from TikTok. A very good buy from TikTok. I'm wearing my favorite t-shirt. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. This is my favorite t-shirt. I milk it. I really milk this t-shirt because it has been not torn, but grease fall all over it. Baby boy wiped his face on it, but I still wear the t-shirt. I try to get the grease out as much as possible. So welcome, welcome, welcome to AFFH Corner, right? That is Allison Healing Faith Fire Corner. Welcome, 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 everyone, wherever you're going to be popping in your neck of the woods. I hope it is beautiful, even though it's raining a little bit because we do need the rain to nourish the earth. However, I don't want it to rain in Trinidad because, listen, I have a project going on in Trinidad and I know I don't need the rain right now to mess with my project. But with that saying, even though the rainfall, I'm still gonna make it happen. Me and my team, we going to make it happen. Today, yesterday, I discussed the healing also too, and I want to continue this teaching, this 20 minutes teaching. I want to continue it. You know why? Because I want to continue it because of what's happening in the world right now. Right. So welcome in, Sammy Rust. Welcome in. Where are you coming in from? Are you in New York? Are you in New Jersey? Are you in Africa? Are you in India, Pakistan? Are you in Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana? Where are you popping in from? Did I do Japan, China? Where's that? Uganda? Did I leave anything out? Arkansas, where you popping in from? Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I talk a lot, people. From the time I wake up, I start talking at 6:45, 6:50. Literally having a conversation with God. And then that's my calm time. And then I have to get up, drink my turmeric shots. That's the first thing I drink in the morning. Then, well, you have to drink the turmeric shot before you brush the teeth. Because if you drink the turmeric and you brush your teeth before that, it's going to be a problem because you're going to have stain everywhere. Okay. So I drink my turmeric tea, then I brush my teeth. Got to get the stain out. But when you're drinking turmeric all the time, sometimes you have to go to the dentist to get some white out. Hello, Turkey. Welcome in, Turkey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't say that, please. I actually like Turkey. I never visit, but I do like the country, the culture, and all of that. I did like India too. I loved India because my grandfather used to tell me so much stories about India. But I can't go there because there's too much deities, people. I'm going to rebuke your deities. So I can't. I can't even go and bathe in the River Nile, or is it Nile? The Ganges River. I can't even do that because that was on my bucket list to do. But you do not go on an assignment on your own if God did not send you there. And I know what that country is all about. So we ain't going there. But even though you don't visit there, you have people who visit there for certain stuff and they come back with it. And that's why you have to be careful in the world right now who you interact with because you don't know who went where and did what. You don't know what shrine. You just don't know. All right. So today I want to continue this teaching on renewing of the mind, listening to what you speak over yourself, what you speak over your children, what you speak over family, what you speak about your job. All right. So I'm going to give you a story about myself. True story, people. Right. Now, let me move this water because the table is moving. Yes, so true story. As some of you may know, I am very blessed and highly favored. And Jaden. Okay. Very blessed and highly favored Jaden. Hope I pronounce your name right. I hope you're doing well also too. Okay, so story time. True story, as some of you all know, I am not just a health life nutrition coach, faith consultant. I'm also a domestic worker, right? I work in the field with children. I'm also a baby nurse. I haven't done since the pandemic. I haven't been a baby nurse for a while. Let's just say 6 years. I haven't had clients because I am very much 100% involved in the job that I do now. It didn't plan to be 6 years, but yet here I am in the same position 6 years, right? How I ended up here, it's only God. It's only God. I will give the honor and the glory to God because if it's up to me, it would never happen. Okay, it would never happen. And then I came in the middle of a pandemic. After I lost a lot of clients in the city. Everything was shut down, so I had to take a still breath, breathe, take 2 months off, and just focus on that relationship that I wanted to build with my father, my first love. And that is what I did. And the mistake I said to myself, it wasn't a mistake because, listen, it turned out to be a favor in my life. What I said to myself, I love going to the park. In those 2 months that I took off, I used to walk to the park and I would sit on the bench, people watch, and I will say, Lord, if I have to be back in the childcare industry, put me in a house where the family is health minded. They care about my needs. They respect me. They respect not just me, but my boundaries because I have in this industry, you have to have very big boundaries, very, very big ones. And you have to be a little bit open minded, a little bit flexible because these people want you to be flexible 1,000. I don't do 1,000. That means I'm giving you all permission to do whatever you want with me. And it can happen. So now that I'm here 6 years, I still do have some problems with my employer. But what do I do about it? Now, mind you, I did not come here in this foundation on my own accordance. This is what I asked for. And God seeked, He found, and He placed me. And how He placed me through a friend. Because this is how I used to get my jobs. Word of mouth. Because a lot of domestic workers, childcare providers, get jobs through word of mouth. Either it's the employer or a friend who consider you. Right? And that's how I get 90% of my jobs. But this one that I'm talking about right now, I'm in my downstairs office in the foundation that I've been here for 6 years. I came in 2020 in the pandemic. So I was like, okay, all right, okay, God. Out of the blue, I was in church. I was in church. Out of the blue, my friend called me from New York. She's like, Allison, this woman reached out to me. Long story short, can I give her your number? I'm like, yeah, sure. So now I'm thinking it's a hat, so I'm not gonna work for a hat anymore. They're not good people. The first hat I worked for was mean. She was disrespectful. She was rude. She was racist. The father was racist. Yes, it was a hot mess in that last job that I fired. So, honey, God put me back in the same place. Same place. He put me back. But listen, now that I learned the lesson, the first, the second, and the third time, I ain't gonna be falling into the same bracket the fourth time. So instead of waiting for her or them to give me a contract, I had my own contract. Are you willing to sign a contract? Now I was waiting for her to say no. I don't. Do we need it? That would have been the end of the interview. The end. No problem. And when people need people, It was a want and a need at the same time because it's in the middle of the pandemic. She interviewed 5 people. She picked the one that she liked, but apparently the person she picked didn't pick her. Okay? And this is what she did. She had an 8 months old baby. And listen, I don't know who tell her I love babies and I will take the job in spite of the situations. She put the baby in the front of the camera. Yes, we did a camera interview. And I said, oh, he's so cute. He's very cute. He was very, and he still is cute. And he know he is. Oh my gosh, look at it. And she's like, look at it. He's so cute. I said, how old is he? Because I saw a problem off the bat. I saw some red flags. She said, he's 8 months. I said, is he crawling? Is he getting into trouble? At 8 months, they go in the toilet, honey. They go in the bathroom. They get into stuff. They go in the cupboard and take the pants out, honey. No, he's not doing anything. I said, can you put him down? Put the camera. I want to see what he's doing. 8 months, not rolling over, not even trying to roll over. He just laid there. He just lay on the floor and smiled. He smiled. He just smiled a lot. I said, oh, you have a smiling baby, huh? She's like, yeah, all he does is just lay there and smile a lot. And she carried him 24 hours a day. Like, what? So I said, did he miss any milestone? She was like, oh, well, yes, he missed some milestone. I said, it looked like he missed every one of them because he's 8 months. He shouldn't be just laying there, honey. The time you put an 8-month-old on the floor, they out. They're gone. You're like looking. So I'm a very detailed person. So when I tell a story, a true life story about my life, about certain situation that I've been in, I'm giving you detail, honey. Okay, so that doesn't mean I forgot my point, right? Because this is all about the mindset and what you speak in your mouth. So what you speak with your mouth can bless you, but sometimes what you speak, it bless you, and you don't like what come out of the situation. Now, mind you, I didn't like the situation, but I prayed about it. My friend is like, Allison, give it a chance. I know you've been through a trauma with the last one. Yes, I've been through trauma with the next one. And yes, if you guys going to ask in the comment or put it there in the comment, yes, I did took it to court. And I won the case by God's grace. All God's grace. That's a story for another day. Right? And to keep me from not talking about the story, I told her to write a letter stating that I shouldn't be and she shouldn't. She didn't. So I have all the rights to talk about it. But I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of the chicken nugget. Okay? So it just, for me, why I changed the name of my platform to Let's Talk About It. And I told you guys I was going to change the name. Not because somebody else have it, because I came up with it first. I did the research. But I say, I'm not going to fight nobody on some words. I'm just going to change it. Right? Why? Healing, number one. A lot of people out there in the world is not healed. And they heal from childhood traumas, even adult traumas. A lot of people is walking around with a fake smile on their face, pretending, living a fake life. And they're probably very comfortable with the fake life. I don't know about you, but I can't live a fake life. I can't. I really honestly cannot live a fake life. It takes too much work. It does take work to live a fake life. It does. And for real, people, like for real, you can't. I'm just speaking for me. I don't know about everybody else because people are very comfortable living a fake life, going to church and then doing something else behind closed door, thinking nobody will know. And God knows there's nothing you can hide from him. There's nothing about you or me you can hide from him. He knows all the traumas. He knows about all the lies you told, all the gossiping you gossip about Sister Mary, Brother John, and Sister Mary having an affair in the church, and they're going to church, and you take it up to yourself to go and talk to everybody about Sister Mary and Brother John. All right? So And you have to be very, very careful how you use your words. Just imagine I sat in a park on a bench and speak those words and I speak it out loud. No people, I wasn't going crazy as long as I don't answer back myself. And I've never answered back myself. And 3 days after that, because it was a Friday, I remembered it was a Friday. Sunday, I was in church online. Monday, my friend called me up. Monday, my friend called me up. But because of the lesson that I've learned when I was working in the city, I decided that I didn't want to be in the industry anymore. Number one. And if I'm in that industry, I'm not going to work for the hats no more. Number two. And number three, I'm going to form boundaries. Oh, there's a number four, contract. So if you decide to break that contract, and notarized contract too. So if you decide to break it, you're going to court and you're going to pay me all my overtime. You're going to pay me everything, everything. Because I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to break it. And I take notes. And I've been in this foundation for 6 years. So I have a journal, like a couple of journals from start to finish. I have contracts. She have a copy, and I know she don't take care of anything. So I got my copy, right? But you have to be a person of love to be in this industry. You have to have love, patience. Number one is patience. To be in the childcare, to be a nanny or babysitter, anything in life, you have to have patience. Trust God. You have to trust God. You cannot trust your own self because you can betray your own self. And it's a fact. You can be your own enemy. That's how, like a woman, a wife will destroy her house with her own hand. You can be your own enemy. Uh, yes, you can be your own enemy. So be careful what you speak with your mouth. All right. So going back to that, I just give you guys like a detailed story about my journey in the childcare field industry and how I am where I am now. And this is like the longest job I have ever stayed on because I don't stay longer than 2 years. Anything over that, it's a done deal. So I decided also to, I told God, and I'm still praying about it right now to this day, that I don't want to be in this industry anymore. Number one, I'm getting older and I don't see myself pushing a stroller. I see myself, I always saw myself as being more than who I am. And I push myself and I thrive to be better, not for the world, but for God. Because at the end of the day, when my eyes are closed and I'm in my bed, I give God thanks for opening my eyes and waking me up in the morning because He's the only one responsible for that, right? I truly believe it was me who is responsible for waking up, but not everybody goes to bed and wake up the next day. So I am fortunate and I thank God. And it's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay to be grateful. All right. So heal your mind. Take time to take a breath. Take time to just sit, because I do it in this chair right here, not in front of the camera. But I take time to reflect also too. I used to think reflecting was a bad thing. You're thinking about the past, and you don't need to reflect on the past every day of your life. Don't do that. You will, if you do that every day, you will never see in front of you what God is really preparing for you. Okay, so take time for Mary. Take time for Michael. And I'm calling names like this because they're literally things that. But all right, so I'm taking time for Allison. My time, I spend 20 minutes here with you guys and I share little stories about my life. I share true stories, people, not fake. And if it's fake, I'm going to tell you it's fake. But none of my stories are fake. They are real, right? Because I can write about, I have 10 books in me, I can write them. 10 books. Deliverance, the childcare industry, health, I'm battling with vitiligo, and it's not a battle because it's not my vitiligo. Battling with thyroids. I have 10 books in me, right? But I'm just waiting on God to tell me I don't want to get overwhelmed and start writing all over the place and write it. One today I'm going to write this book and no, I want to focus on one book, just one, and I'm waiting on God to give me the go ahead to do this. All right. So it's important to heal before you allow another human being in your space. I'm talking to ladies and men who likes to jump from one relationship to the next. I'm talking to you. Take time to heal. There's nothing wrong with taking yourself out to dinner. There's nothing wrong with spending time with yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. The reason why some young women and some young men cannot stay single for a long time is because they do not like being by themselves. I don't know why. I can give you the reason why I didn't like being by myself, but me and you are not the same people, right? So take time. I had to trust God in that aspect of me being by myself is because God had to still me. God had to still me. He had to do a good work in me for me to enjoy my time when I am not working, when I am not doing nothing for the job. I am working all the time on Allison. The moment I stop saying, "Oh, I need a relationship. I want a man in my life. Oh, I want to get married again." The moment I stop saying that and I start saying the will of God, if it's his will for me to be in a relationship, his will for me to be whatever I want, right? It is his will. But if it's not his will, I can speak it in the air how much I want to speak it. It would never come to pass. And God will carry me another direction. He will take me to another direction. Just like how he's gonna take you to another direction. So try and be still. Understand? I'm sorry, I say always say 20 minutes, but I go into 30 minutes sometimes. Right? So yesterday was 30 minutes. Today it might be 30 minutes too. All right. So because I don't want to make it a part two. Okay. So literally, if I say 20 and I go into 30, that's fine. I just don't want to make it into a part two. All right. So healing is important before you let other person into your life. Healing is important. Why? We go through childhood traumas, whether it's physical, emotional, and all of that other stuff. We go through that. Even if you didn't go through childhood traumas, you never experience it. You probably will experience it as an adult. Okay? Because life can happen. We fall in love. We think this woman or this man is the best thing ever happened to us. And it turns out they wasn't the best thing because God did not ordain for you to be in that relationship. All right. I know for a fact for myself that my two marriages, God did not ordain it. He did not. He did not ordain that those two marriages. Now that I know better, I know for a fact my two marriages was not ordained by God, right? But that's a story for another day, and I'll tell you guys why I know now what I know, and I wish I knew it back then. I would have never been doing grown people stuff, right? So that's a story for another day. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening when you stroll along and listen to this. YouTube do not push my videos, and I don't want to say I don't know why. I know very much why they don't push my videos because it doesn't have a lot of craziness going on in my videos at all. When I first started doing my reels, my shorts or reels, I had to be. I love to dance, and I have a TikTok platform. Most of my videos are dancing because that's how I enjoy my time. That's how I enjoy my time. I dance. And if I'm not dancing, I'm crocheting. If I'm not crocheting, I'm coaching, right? But literally, I'm always in coach mode. I'm always in coach mode. If I'm not cooking something or on my health page, I'm always doing something, but I do what I love to do. So, with that saying, do what you love to do. I agree sometimes in life, you're going to have to do some stuff you don't like to do. Do a job that you don't like, but you're going to the job just for the paycheck. Sooner or later, you're going to move, God's going to move you from that job, especially if the job is taking away your peace. You don't get to spend time with God. You don't read the Bible anymore. And by when you get a little time, you go out and you hang with friends, or you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, right? A job can steal your peace and your time. I am very fortunate, even though I do have issues with my employer, but I'm fortunate that she respect my boundaries. Number one, number one. Number two, hmm, I have peace, and it didn't come from them. The peace started before I came here, right? The peace started before I came here. But if I didn't have the peace in my job, I wouldn't have been in the same foundation for very. I wouldn't have spent 6 years. I would have spent 6 years. A lot of us get into jobs and the jobs do not bring us peace. I'm sorry to say. And if you in a job, let's say 6 months, and you don't feel peace in that job, you feel heaviness, it's time to go. I don't like to feel heaviness nowhere I go, because anytime I walk into a room and I feel that heaviness, I know something else is living in this house besides the people. The only problem is, and it's a problem, they just have it as normal. Oh, I don't know why this house feels so heavy. Things keep dropping, things keep breaking. You're not praying in the house. You didn't dedicate the house to God. You didn't do anything, but you just sit down there and have it as normal. That things are breaking in your house. The house is heavy. You can feel the heaviness. You can't sleep properly at night. Um, you feel like somebody's sitting on your bed. Somebody's sitting on your chest. That's a problem, people. That's a normal. All right. So I've never felt that here. My warfare started when I had my apartment in New York. That's where the warfare began. But that's going to be a story for another day. Until then, guys, have a blessed and beautiful day. Stay in the light, people. Fight. Don't give up the fight. Keep pushing. Keep praying. God is going to restore what was stolen. He's going to give you big, a huge paycheck one day. And that's a fact. I'm speaking life into you right now. I'm speaking life into somebody that is looking for a job. The enemy gonna send a job for you that will look and sound sweet. But if you're not discerned, you're gonna take that job out of desperation. A lot of us do things because of desperation. But I'm saying to you right now, woman of God, Allison, Coach Allison, is saying to you right now, if you are looking for a job, no matter where you are in the world right now, okay, and you get a nice offer, a nice contract, you have everything you want, pray about it, my friend. Ask God to show you this job in the spirit, show you the people before you meet them, show you the employer, show you the interviewer, show you everything in the spirit, and God is going to reveal it to you. When something is of God, He will reveal it. And when something is not of Him, He's also going to reveal it to you once you pray and you ask. And I did pray about this job and I got the answer, but I fought it. I didn't want to come to, honestly, I didn't. I was disobedient, my people. I was disobedient just a little bit. And then I say, okay, so, okay, God. My hands went up. Okay, God. Okay. Okay. I interviewed on Monday. I went in strict fasting, praying for one day. Wednesday, I started the job. Negotiate a paycheck. She was okay with it. She didn't fight. And Wednesday, the husband came and picked me up because it was pandemic. There was no buses, no trains, nothing running. Ubers, nothing. The husband picked me up. Yeah, and that was it. So pray about everything, worry about nothing. And I have that scripture right on my wall. Pray about everything, worry about nothing. Philippians 4 6. Pray about everything. Everything. A business. If you want to start a business, you want to get a relationship. If you feel like you're a man and you're ready for a wife, not a girlfriend, not a common law wife, not a bed warmer, as you call it, not a situationship. You need a wife. You want a wife because he who findeth a wife find it a good thing and obtain favor. Pray about it. Pray about it. All right. So the next for tomorrow, God's Fair Life of the continuing, yes, but I want to go into something else, right? We're going to talk about faith. So because it is Allison, faith, fire, healing corner. All right. So, guys, see you tomorrow. Blessings, blessings to everyone. Stay in the light. Coach Allison is out of here. Bye.